Good morning, Force followers. Happy Wednesday. I almost said Thursday. But tomorrow's Thanksgiving and that's Thursday. So, good morning. Sorry I'm late, but when you have two kids running and crawling around and trying to get down for nap and uh whining about whatever, you run a little late sometimes. So happy Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and I'm coming to you because I know that I know that I will be spending the day with my family, and I hope that you're spending the day with your family tomorrow as well. Um, if you're here live, please give me a big heart. Dee, 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 one of the big red hearts. And I'm so glad that you're here joining. If you're watching this on the replay, please type in the comments hashtag replay. Um, I love seeing that you're watching the replay because it lets me know that you're getting my content. And if you missed this live, it's no big deal. We got you on the replay, right? So, first, I want to say thank you to everyone that has watched a live in the last, I think it's been 15 weeks or so. So that means about 15 lives, and I can't believe that I've done this. Um, I made a decision one day to do it, to start going live and bring insight into Houston Force, into the game of volleyball, and to share the knowledge that I have. And I haven't stopped. And so I want to thank you uh, so much for joining me each week. And so, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, thank you. I am going, or I don't know if you've been watching the last couple weeks, but I started doing sponsorship commercials, I guess you would say. So this live is brought to you today by a company called Neuralabel. They're a Houston Force sponsor for this season. Neuralabel manufactures commercial grade short run label printers. Um, that means that if any company is looking for a printer to print product labels, then Neuralabel is your company. They make printers for you to print in-house. Um, these printers can print any product label from food and beverage to compliance labels. They are a local business who really loves to work with other local businesses, and you can find more information on their website at www.neuralabel.com, and that's Neurlabel. I will also post the website in the comments after the live today, as well as a short YouTube video that better explains what they do and the services that they can provide you. And I'm so grateful for our sponsors this year. They've been amazing. So while we're talking about sponsors, I have an announcement I'd like to make. Something that I touched briefly on last week when I asked your opinion, but we will be hosting our very first annual Houston Force Top Golf fundraiser in the spring. I don't think you understand how excited I am about this. I've never hosted a fundraiser before, and I feel like I'm finally at a point in our club where I can take on this event. In the past, I've always wanted to do a fundraiser, but I've always felt like it would make my life too much. The schedule would become too hard, and it would make me go crazy. So 3 years into the club, running it, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on everything. And since I have an amazing coaching staff and a few parents who are willing to come together and help run this event, I am so excited to say that we will be putting it on our spring calendar. So mark your calendars with Sunday, March 21st, and we will be having our very first Top Golf fundraiser. This event is going to be so much fun. We will have open play in the bays at Top Golf. We will have a private room where we will have raffle items to look over, TVs playing slideshows of all of our event sponsors, and some game footage of our teams from the year. Each ticket that we sell for the event will include open play, a fajita lunch, unlimited non-alcoholic drinks, and will only cost $100. I think that's a steal for 3 hours of play and a meal at Topgolf. Um, we will also be offering a tournament play ticket, which I'm getting more information on, and so I will get that to you as soon as possible. But that ticket will only be $125. So if you like to play more of a structured game, I think that's what it's going to be. And so you can play for $125. All right, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, and you guys will learn a lot more about the event in the near future. So be on the lookout for an email from me regarding this fundraiser. If you're interested in sponsoring the event or being a sponsor of the event, please send me a personal message at the Houston Forest Facebook page, and I will get back to you and let you know what the packages are. But that will also be sent out in the email that I plan to send to everybody that's been associated with Force this year. Registration will go live for the fundraiser for your ticket on Monday, November 30th. So that's next Monday. And I cannot wait to sell tickets to you guys. All right, are you excited? Give me a thumbs up if you're excited about the fundraiser. Oh man, I can't wait. All right, so now the real reason why we're here today, and that's just my weekly live. Can you see Brooklyn? I can't. Oh, hi, Brooklyn. Can you say hi? She's just hanging out. No school this week, right?
I want to see.
I'm sorry. I got to read. All right. So today's live is about Thanksgiving traditions and what do you do for Thanksgiving. So if you could comment in the comments. Shh, mommy's doing something. Okay. Comment in the section below and give me and share your Thanksgiving traditions. I want to see what kind of things you guys do. Do you eat something different than turkey? Do you not eat cranberry sauce because no one actually likes it? I'm just kidding. I don't like cranberry sauce, but we always have it on our Thanksgiving table. What about watching the Thanksgiving Day Parade? The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Write them in the comments below and let's have some fun. What? Where do you want to go?
To the Paw Patrol from the parade.
Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. When I was growing up, I watched it every Thanksgiving day or every Thanksgiving morning. I never really thought of it as a tradition though, but I guess it kind of was.
Are you talking about the Paw Patrol parade?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like Paw Patrol parades.
When I was younger, my parents used to take me to New York. I think we went a couple times.
I believe for the parade.
Yeah. Can you be quiet for a few more minutes? Okay, thank you. When I was younger, my parents used to take me to New York City, and it became my favorite place in the whole world. So I loved going there, and I loved going to Broadway shows. But one of my favorite things was the Rockettes. I believe we saw them at Rockefeller Center, but I can't remember just because I've seen them so much like on TV. I can't remember if I actually ever saw them in person. But I do know that we did the tour for the Rockettes, and because I was a tall young person, like in eighth grade, I was 5'8", and in high school I was 5'10". I was always told that you had to be tall to be a Rockette. You had to be like minimum 5'10". So of course, since I was tall, I thought I could be a Rockette, and so that was all I wanted to be. And so when you watch the parade, the Rockettes always perform, right? So I always remember watching the parade because I wanted to watch the Rockettes, and that was my favorite part of the whole parade. Um, well, the Rockettes and the little Broadway scenes that they do on the front of the Macy's Day or the Macy's whatever store. So the thing I didn't even know was a tradition always used to bring me back to my favorite place. So watching the parade used to take me back to New York City, and I loved it. So now that I'm grown and married to my husband Nick, we still turn on the parade, and I try and get Brooklyn to watch it. She's only really watched it 1 year because she's only 3.5, and so hopefully this year she will watch it more. I know she'll be looking for the Chase float from Paw Patrol, hence what she was just talking about. I guess she remembered that from last year. I didn't even know that. No. Anyways, watching the parade has become a tradition, and I hope to pass this on to Brooklyn and Bo and know that it's something I did when I was growing up, and I hope that it's something that they will do with their children later. Um, Another thing that Nick and I do that I don't really consider a tradition, but it might be, is we spend the day with both of our families. We are both really lucky to have our parents here in Houston, and they only live about 20 minutes apart from each other. So tomorrow we will wake up, we will watch the parade, and then we will head over to Nick's parents and we will eat brunch, Thanksgiving style, I hope. I actually don't know what's on the menu. And then we will hang out with Mimi and Pop, that's my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and we'll watch sports. Remind me, I can't remember, but I think it's just football on TV tomorrow. Basketball's over, right? And there's no baseball, so it has to only be football. Um, but my husband and his father, they both really love to watch football, so they sit there and watch it together. While my mother-in-law and I normally talk and play with the kids, and so that's how we spend our morning. And then around 3 o'clock or so, we pack up the kids and we pack up the car and we head over to my parents' house, um, Grandma and Pawpaw, and there we will have dinner with my we'll have the big Thanksgiving dinner with the turkey and all the cool sides, with my parents, my sister and her family, and my uncle and his girlfriend. Um, we all bring a dish to help with the meal. So this year we will be bringing mashed potatoes to dinner. My sister, she always brings the sweets, homemade and so good. And then just a quick story. I always like to share this story. I don't know why. Okay, honey, 1 second. But about, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago, my mom was really into eating organic food and doing the whole organic thing. And so she was like, why don't we have an all organic Thanksgiving? I think that would be fun. And I actually thought it was a great idea, and everybody bought in, and so we did it. Um, at that time, we also brought mashed potatoes, but everything was organic and it all had to be organic. The potatoes had to be organic, the butter, the cheese, the whatever we put into our meal had to be organic. And everybody did it. Everybody thought it was fun. Everybody was pleasantly surprised by the challenge. But and I think this is kind of funny, but it was probably the best Thanksgiving meal that we've ever had. I thought it tasted fantastic. Um, but we still, that didn't become a tradition. We don't do it every year. It was a lot of work. And so, yeah. So tell me again, I don't see any comments, so I don't know what your traditions are. But I would love to know if you are watching this later. Please comment below and let me know your traditions. I'd love to learn to more about our families, more about who's watching this. I think Thanksgiving is a great time to get together and just be with your family. And so I would love to know what my Force family is doing on their family day. Um, what else do we have going on right now? Oh, that's right. Saturday. You guys have to join me on Saturday. It's a bonus live right here on our Facebook page. I will be interviewing and talking with a Forest alumni that I've known for a very long time since she was 14. Her name is Natalie Otto, and she will be joining me to talk about her experience at playing and being a student at a junior college. I'm excited to talk to her about this because when we talked a little bit on Monday, her and I, while we were kind of making sure all this logistics work, um, we just like we were talking and I just got really excited and more excited and more excited about talking about it because there's a few things that I learned that are brand new to her. Well, she taught me a couple things. And then so I'm excited for you to hear about it. Join me again. It's this Saturday at 11 a.m. right here where we always do our lives. And then I will resume my weekly lives next week on Thursday, December 3rd, where I'll dive in next week into serve receive. And then after that, the week after that, December 10th, I plan on doing a live Q&A session. So please come bearing all questions you might have about club volleyball, about the game of volleyball, tournaments, positions, whatever you want. Well, almost anything, just really volleyball related. I know, baby. Um, we have a jam-packed December with live events each week. Make sure you join us and to come learn more about Houston Force and volleyball, and then always a little bit more about me. All right. Thanks for joining me live, and I will see you next. Well, I won't see you next. Well, I will see you next week, but I'll see you this Saturday before next week. Have a great day. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you on Saturday. Thanks. Bye. Brooklyn, say bye. No.